evil spirit violently shakes the person, making it feel like the man is about to be torn apart, unable to touch Christ. It unleashes its anger on the unfortunate person. O.P. Harrington, in his book Revelation, interprets these three beings as the satanic trinity that will deceive many and lead to destruction. The term ponerō, which means evil spirit, and akathartos, which means unclean spirit, devil, daemonian, appears to be similar. The noun akatharton is derived from the adjective akathartos, which comes from the combination of the negative particle alpha, meaning not, and the word katharos, meaning clean, pure, and lawful. Therefore, the term akatharton means unclean, impure, unlawful, or dirty.
In Mark 1:24 saying, "Let us alone, what have we to do with thee? Thou Jesus of Nazareth, art thou come to destroy us? I know thee who thou art, the Holy One of God."
The entire world is said to be NT poner, in the evil one. Some argue it might be more accurate to say that the body is in the soul, because the body is commanded by the soul, not the soul within the body. The person is in the evil spirit, similar to being in a feverish or insane state, completely controlled by it. Here, the devil is referred to as the evil spirit because he has lost all purity of nature, acts directly against the Holy Spirit of God, and contaminates the human spirit with his temptations. This individual is inside the house of worship, not coming to learn or be healed, but, according to some opinions, to oppose and resist Christ and prevent people from believing in him. The evil spirit calls him Jesus of Nazareth. Nazareth is not associated with anything good, and the spirit aims to create a negative perception of him as a deceiver, since everyone knows that the Messiah should come from Bethlehem, not Nazareth. The evil spirit does not want to deal with Jesus Christ because it has no hope of being saved by him and fears being destroyed by him. "Let us alone. If you leave us, we will also leave you." They speak to God, saying, "Let us alone." This is expressed because, as an evil or unclean spirit, it hates and fears Christ because it knows he is the Holy One, and the desires of the flesh are enmity against God, especially against his holiness. Jesus rebuked the evil spirit. He sternly admonished and threatened it, compelling it to be silent. "Be silent. Phimithethi. Shut your mouth." Christ has a restraining tool to silence the mouth of the evil spirit, whether it licks or threatens. Despite the high acknowledgement of the evil spirit, Christ is disgusted by it, let alone accepting it. There are people who acknowledge that Christ is the Holy One of God, so that behind this confession, they can continue their evil schemes. However, their confession becomes even more repulsive to Jesus because they exploit his name as a justification for sinning, and therefore they must be silenced and shamed. Yet, it's not enough. The evil spirit not only has to be silenced, but also expelled from the person. This is what the person fears, being prevented from committing evil again. However, the evil spirit tries to resist because there is no way out for it. It violently shakes the person, making it feel like the man is about to be torn apart, unable to touch Christ. It unleashes its anger on the unfortunate person. This is how it goes when Christ, through his grace, releases the souls from the grip of the devil. It doesn't happen smoothly without intense turmoil in the soul of the person concerned, because the envious enemy will create chaos for its helpless victim. It screams loudly, trying to scare those who witness it, making itself appear frightening, as if to make people think that, even though defeated, it is not completely conquered, still hoping to attack again and regain victory. In some cases, it seems that moral issues are not addressed in the case of evil spirits. because the possessed individuals are not excluded from the house of worship. Spirits seem to be called evil, unclean, if they cause harmful consequences, such as diseases. But the sufferers themselves are not considered evil or unclean. The unclean spirit must be rejected and defeated. Jesus himself expelled the unclean spirit from the afflicted.
For he said unto him, Come out of the man, thou unclean spirit. Mark 5-8.
The unclean spirit is part of Satan's army, an enemy of God and humanity. Sometimes evil spirits are clearly involved in moral wrongdoing. This is evident with evil spirits that, after leaving their victim, return with even more spirits.
When the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walketh through dry places, seeking rest, and findeth none. Then he saith, I will return into my house from whence I came out. And when he is come, he findeth it empty, swept, and garnished. Matthew 12:43-44.
This event shows that it is not possible to achieve moral renewal by only expelling evil spirits from the person. The Spirit of God must enter into the person and dwell there. We can note that evil spirits can cause harm. The unclean spirits, like frogs, in Revelation 16:13, are considered to bring about evil when they gather the power of evil for the final cosmic battle.
And I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs, come out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet. Revelation 16:13.
O.P. Harrington, in his book Revelation, interprets these 3 beings as the satanic trinity that will deceive many. Matthew 13:14, Mark 13:22, and lead to destruction to Thessalonians 2:9-12. Unclean spirits are referred to as resembling frogs batra choi. William Barclay, in his book The Revelation of John, sharpens the idea of frogs as unclean spirits. First, frogs are associated with frogs covering the land of Egypt, the second plague, Exodus 8:5-11, and the frogs destroyed them, Psalm 78-45. Second, frogs are considered unclean animals, Leviticus 11:10. Third, frogs are a symbol of meaningless sounds, Brek Ekikux, Cox Aristophanes expression. Fourth, frogs can be associated with the Persian religion Zoroastrianism, where there is a story that frogs are assistants of Ahriman dark power against Ormuzd light power. Thus, the book of Revelation wants to convey that what comes out of the satanic trinity is like the plagues in Egypt: impurity, uncleanness, misleading speech, and creatures aiding the power of darkness.